We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Jackson on the keeper.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Justin Reed.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
Jackson's pass intercepted.
A give the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Udon there on the stop.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And 8.
From the end zone, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Watson.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking on the midfield logo. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jackson's pass complete.
Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Darren Fells. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Ball carrier.
He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of this.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
3rd and long.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-0. And Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
David Johnson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Brandon Cooks. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on
Charles, will look there at the Ravens draft class for 2020. And I tell you, for a team picking late in the draft, they came up with a couple of gems in the first few rounds.
They absolutely did, because when you're picking that late, you're not expected to get some of the best quality.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Jackson.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Ravens.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Dobbins on the carry.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career NFL touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they turned the pick six into a pick eight with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got his tight end. It's Fells.
Complete to Darren.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
And the Ravens.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. That's complete, right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
4-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, If we gain yardage on this play, this will...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now it's Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Again, Jackson.
2nd and 5.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fells has it, left side.
Watson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Ravens have got it.
Earl Thomas. Lamar Jackson.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the keeper.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Jackson now. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Peters on the coverage.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Darren.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more